You left the conversation and headed to the bathroom, not out of necessity, but to find a moment alone to process what just happened. Something had occurred, you were sure, but you couldn't quite name it. No one shouted or insulted you. The words were mostly normal, even polite. Yet, you felt like you lost something, your certainty, energy, or sense of self. What if I told you this was intentional? The person knew exactly what they were doing, not with words, but with body language. An averted gaze, an imperceptible smile, crossed arms, or a calculated silence, all designed to make you question yourself. This is the subtle art of manipulation, harder to name and easier to confuse with your own sensitivity. Today, we'll explore the intersection of emotional intelligence, body language, and manipulation. Emotional intelligence is often seen as a positive skill, but it has a dark side. In the wrong hands, it becomes a powerful tool of control. This video aims to open your eyes, not to make you paranoid, but to help you recognize and name manipulation so you never leave a conversation wondering what happened. First, let's define real emotional intelligence. Developed by psychologists Peter Salovey and John Mayer in the 90s and popularized by Daniel Goleman, it involves recognizing, understanding, managing, and using emotions, both yours and others. There are 4 pillars, each capable of building or destroying, connecting or controlling. The first pillar is recognizing emotions. A person skilled in this can read a room in seconds, sensing nervousness behind a smile or anger behind soft words. In the right hands, this skill fosters empathy. In the wrong hands, it maps vulnerabilities. The second pillar is understanding emotions, knowing their origins, connections, and triggers. Understanding that anger often hides fear, arrogance masks insecurity, and silence conceals untold stories. This knowledge can be used to embrace or attack at the point of greatest fragility. The third pillar is managing emotions. Controlling reactions under pressure, staying calm amidst chaos. This skill gives an appearance of control, which can be a form of authority affecting those around. The fourth pillar is using emotion strategically. Knowing which emotion generates which result. Enthusiasm is contagious. Calm conveys authority. Silence can be more powerful than words, and a tear can move mountains. This skill can be used to connect or to manipulate. When emotional intelligence meets manipulative intent, it results in invisible power, hard to prove, devastatingly efficient. Most emotional impact in communication comes not from words, but from tone, facial expressions, posture, gestures, gaze, and touch. Manipulation operates in this nonverbal channel, leaving no visible evidence and making you doubt yourself. Let's examine 5 main signs of manipulation. First, the averted gaze. Eye contact is a powerful connection. When someone looks away during an important moment, it makes you question your worth and narrative, which is exactly what the manipulator wants. Second, the disqualifying smile. A condescending smile when you say something serious communicates that you're not on their level, inducing shame without words. Third, crossed arms as an intentional barrier. In tense conversations, this gesture communicates being closed off, increasing your anxiety and making you work harder to be heard. Fourth, absent presence. Someone physically present but emotionally absent sends a message that you don't deserve full attention. It's deniable, making you question your sensitivity. Fifth, calculated silence. Silence can be acceptance or punishment. When used as control, it creates anxiety, making you blame yourself and work to re-establish connection. Who uses these patterns? Not just villains. Many do it unconsciously, learned in childhood as a survival pattern. Others do it consciously, often with narcissistic or Machiavellian traits, seeing relationships as power games. The hardest to identify are those who use it defensively under stress or insecurity, acting manipulatively only in specific situations. Recognizing these patterns changes your response. With conscious manipulators, distance and boundaries are key. With defensive manipulators, honest conversation and shared awareness can help. Manipulation through body language is gradual and cumulative. Your body registers it before your mind does. Pay attention to sensations after interactions, disproportionate fatigue, self-questioning, constant justification, behavior modification, and fluctuating self-confidence. These are signs your internal alarm system is working. What to do when you realize you're being manipulated? First, anchor yourself in your body. Breathe. Feel your feet. Maintain an open posture. This affects your internal chemistry, reducing stress and increasing control. Second, internally name what's happening. Recognize the manipulative gestures to bring them into the conscious field where you have real choice. Third, don't fill the silence. Let it exist. You're not responsible for breaking it, and the one who feels compelled to do so often carries more anxiety. Fourth, name the pattern out loud with clarity, not accusation. Observing behavior directly can make manipulation visible and put responsibility back on the other person. Fifth, assess if the relationship is worth the investment. If patterns persist despite clear communication, evaluate if the relationship builds or destroys you. Emotional intelligence isn't inherently kind. It's a tool that can build or destroy. Body language speaks louder than words, and learning to read it is a powerful skill. Manipulation thrives in shadows. Bringing it to light weakens it. Listen to your body. It never lies. If you've used these patterns, face them with responsibility, not guilt. True emotional intelligence starts with the courage to see yourself clearly.